Before I dive into the take that triggered so many people in my WhatsApp group chat, let's all start at the very beginning. This all started because a friend sent me this reel. Please observe.
Messi's passing ability is a gift from God. I mean, who passes the ball like this?
Kevin De Bruyne, KDB. That is all I said, that Kevin De Bruyne can do those kind of passes. Then, of course, I added a bit about him being a better passer of the ball. But I think that is true. And then some people in my group chat acted like I said Donald Trump was the greatest babysitter in the world and that you should have him look after your kids because he's trustworthy, or that he's the greatest president the world has ever seen. Now, that's a controversial take because there are millions of files that proves otherwise, allegedly. Might I add, the Dow is over 50k right now. What's the relevance? I don't know. Ask Pam Bundy. Now, if I'm being completely honest here, I did not think that was going to be debate that would rage bait people into a debate. Thank you. Good wordplay if I do say so myself. But I understand that when things are controversial, it sparks engagement, and I thought it would be a good YouTube video to make to see what my subscribers think and make my case for my claims, because I would die on this hill. I do not think that what I said was such a hot take. To be fair, if there's any player that deserves the kind of glazing that guy was giving him, it's definitely Lionel Messi. If there's anyone that deserves to be treated like his shit don't stink, it's definitely Messi. But my friends, my fellow listeners, my fellow Americans, I am willing to stand against the horde on this topic and think. I know, a very novel concept for many people, but I am willing to think individually and stand by this statement because KDB is objectively a better passer of the ball than Lionel Messi. That's all I'm saying. First, let us be clear on what it is that I am saying and what I am not saying. I am not saying KDB is a better footballer than Lionel Messi. That would be straight up blasphemy. Okay, nobody is saying that. Messi is considered as the GOAT. He's got a lot of Ballon d'Ors to show for it. He's got a World Cup, yada yada yada. I don't have to have a debate about that. I think we can all agree on that point. But what I'm saying is this: in terms of pure technique, variety, and ultimate sophistication of the pass, a pass that when you look at it and you were like, how did he make the ball do that? That's Kevin De Bruyne, not Messi. When I look at Messi, I'm thinking more football IQ. How did he see the player was there? How did he know to make the pass at that time? How did he predict the player was going to move like that? That's Messi. When I think of how did he hit that like that? How did he make the ball move through the air like that? How did he make the ball spin like that? How did he do XYZ with the ball with his feet? That's Kevin De Bruyne. Just because Lionel Messi is considered to be the GOAT of football or soccer if you're from North America, that doesn't automatically mean that he is good at everything, okay? He's not as good in the air as most players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Virgil van Dijk. He's not good at 1v1 defending like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I bet he's shit at FIFA. He probably can't beat Tex at FIFA. There are many things he's shit at, okay? Look, that right there, I drew that, okay? That's me. I drew Gini Wijnaldum, okay? I'm not Picasso or anything, but I bet Messi cannot do that. Okay. I'm kind of missing. I'm going on a tangent there. The point is, okay, this guy, he's considered the GOAT, but it doesn't mean he's automatically good at everything. Okay, he's not the best at everything. He's great at passing. He's got ridiculous vision. The way he reads the game, his footballing IQ. Sometimes it's almost like he's playing a long game of Among Us where he's always the imposter, because I cannot believe I come from the same species as this man. What he does, it's like, brother, you might need to create your own planet because I don't feel like I should be able to share the same air and breathe the same oxygen as you. Okay, I had to glaze him a little bit because obviously there are probably some Messi fans that are subscribed to me, so before they throw tomatoes, virtual tomatoes or digital tomatoes at me, I had to make it clear, you know, I know who I'm talking about, but it doesn't change my mind, and I can show you some videos to back up my claims because I think people have forgotten how good Kevin De Bruyne is. And I'm going to put it on the screen so you guys can see at some point. I'll throw it in the edit somewhere so you guys can actually see how good this guy was. Mind you, when Man City would get a dip when Kevin De Bruyne was still there was because Kevin De Bruyne was injured. Most of the time when they go on ridiculous runs and then climb up to win the league, it's because he's come back from injury. Let's not all pretend that because Messi is so great that all of a sudden KDB is some sort of bomb. He's a world-class player too. And his trademark thing is assists. That's why you see the memes when, you know, a guy is a good wingman, play the edit of Kevin De Bruyne, and you do not need any explanation. You understand that when you see that KDB gif or meme, they're basically trying to say good assist, because that is literally how he makes his money. That is his bread and butter. That is his trademark. Okay, when it comes to technique and sophistication, I would even argue that Mesut Ozil is a better passer of the ball than Messi. But I feel like that would be a harsher, more like nuanced conversation. That's more of a hot take. People could argue that. But the thing that Ozil does with the football, like that pass, you know what I'm talking about. If you know ball, you know what I mean when I'm doing this. Okay, that thing he does with the football, I've never seen Messi or anybody in the world replicate that pass. Okay, that's like an Ozil thing. When I watch Lionel Messi pass the ball, I'm amazed about the vision, like how he's able to read the game that well, how he's able to know that guy is there and all of that. But I don't think about like, oh, the technique with which he struck that ball was amazing. I have no idea how he made the ball move like that. When I think about that, it's more like Pirlo, it's more like Kevin De Bruyne. It's not Messi, it's Juninho. I've forgotten his full name, but Juninho, the Brazilian dead ball specialist back in the day. Okay, speaking of dead ball specialists, if Szoboszlai is a dead ball specialist, if David Beckham is a dead ball specialist, Kevin De Bruyne is a dead ball and live ball specialist. Because if it has anything to do with striking the ball, this guy is literally one of the best that I've ever seen. He's like an artist when he does it. So when I say that KDB is a better passer of the ball, I do not think that's a hot take. But if you guys share different opinions, by all means, leave it in the comment section below and tell me why what I'm saying is so ludicrous that it's making people lose their minds, because I don't get it. You know what, I was going to end the video, but I'm just going to add some more things to this. Honestly, like, he's probably shit at golf, okay? He's probably shit at cooking. He's probably shit at physics. He's probably shit at YouTube or video editing. He's probably shit at writing. He's probably shit at painting the walls of a house. He's probably shit at fixing cars. I don't know. I'm on my Pam Bondi energy right now. I don't even know what all of this has to do with anything. I just don't understand why if you say anything that doesn't glaze Messi, all of a sudden it's a hot take. Anyways, I'm done talking, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, and honestly, let me know if this is that much of a hot take, okay? Because I don't think it is. I'll catch you guys next time. It's been The Realistic Red.